up at our doorstep with yet another stack of papers. This time, she demanded that my wife, Emma, sign off to voluntarily join their HOA, which had been harassing us ever since we bought our house just outside their jurisdiction. Emma calmly reminded her, as she always did, that our property wasn't under HOA control and that we had no obligation to follow their absurd rules about mailbox paint colors or lawn height. Karen, irritated and clearly embarrassed in front of a few nosy neighbors peeking from their porches, snapped back, "If you don't sign, I'll call the cops and have you fined." My wife smirked, but said nothing, simply closing the door in Karen's face. Within minutes, Karen actually made good on her threat. A patrol car rolled up, lights flashing, and two officers stepped out. Karen pranced over, waving her arms and yelling about noncompliance and community standards like she was leading a parade. The officers knocked on our door, and Emma stepped out, cool and collected. Karen folded her arms, waiting for the officers to drag us into compliance. But then everything shifted. Emma pulled out her leather wallet and flipped it open, revealing her gleaming sheriff's badge. The two officers immediately snapped to attention, saluting her with crisp precision. Karen's jaw dropped as her smugness evaporated into sheer panic. "Ma'am, with all due respect, there's been a misunderstanding," one officer muttered, throwing a sharp look at Karen, who was now stammering excuses about just trying to protect the neighborhood. Emma didn't raise her voice, but her words hit harder than any shouting match. "This is harassment. You're wasting police resources on personal vendettas. Next time, it won't end with just a warning." Karen, pale and trembling, realized she had picked a fight with the very authority she thought she could manipulate. From that day on, the HOA never once tried to bother us again, because word spread fast that the sheriff herself lived in the house they kept targeting.